here at our gabled home, where I like to share tips for a simple, beautiful, healthy, and sustainable living. And in this video, I'd like to share with you how you can make rosehip jam. I was recently on a walk and I saw a wild rose bush, and I thought, oh, it would be so perfect to make rosehip jam, because I found all these rosehips right here. They're so beautiful and red, and October is the month when they actually ripen. Those are the fruits of the wild rose bush. So in the spring and summer you get the flowers, and they're pink and don't look a lot like the hybrid garden roses that we often have. So they're wild roses. And then in the fall you get the fruits, the rose hips. And it's actually very simple to make this rosehip jam, and I'm just going to show you how easy it is. So for about 1 jar of rosehip jam, you need to pick about a pound of rose hips, and you want to get the ones that come off easily off the stems, but not the really mushy ones, because they're not good anymore. And then you simply put them in a pot with a little bit of water and some lemon juice. And I added the sugar later, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I don't like things when they're overly sweet. Our family has gotten used to eating less sugar. So I'm going to boil the rosehips first and then add the sugar later. So all you do is just put them in the pot with a little bit of water and a little bit of lemon juice, and gently boil them for about 40 to 60 minutes. You can stir and set the flame to very low, put a lid on it, and just let them gently boil for 40 to 60 minutes. And once your rosehips are very soft, you take a strainer over a bowl, and because we're still in the middle of our kitchen remodel, I don't have all the necessary tools that I usually have, so I'm just using this little bowl here. And you put the rosehips into the strainer and push them through the strainer. What comes out is the rosehip jam. It has a slightly grainy texture, and that's completely okay. That's just how they are. And you repeat that until you're all the way done and have pushed all the rosehip jam through the strainer. I would just go ahead and discard the rest. You can also put it in your compost. And then I added the sugar to my rosehip jam and just tasted it until it had the desired sweetness. Now at this point, you can do a few different things here. If you know that you're going to be eating your rosehip jam pretty much right away, you can just simply put it in a clean, sterile jar and put it in the refrigerator and eat it up fairly quickly. I would eat it up within a couple of weeks. If you want it to last longer, you need to reheat the rosehip jam. Make sure you have clean, sterilized jars, and put them in the jars, put the lid on, and then process them water bath canning or pressure canning, just how you would can your regular jam. Rosehips are very healthy. Now, I don't necessarily eat food just because it's healthy, but when it's tasty and it has health benefits, I absolutely love it. Rosehips are full of vitamin C, vitamin B's, vitamin K's. They have a lot of antioxidants, and 1 tablespoon of the rosehip jam is supposed to cover your daily need for vitamin C. So you just take that and you'll be covered. In the flu season, it's also helping slightly with digestion, and it's good if you have any urinary tract infections. You can drink the tea from the dried rose hips, and you can either buy those online. I'll be linking some resources below, or you can just make your own by cutting the rosehips in half and taking a knife or a spoon and scoop out the seeds, and then you either let them dry in the sun or dry them in a dehydrator, and then you take about 2 teaspoons of the dried rosehips to a cup of water, add the boiling water, and drink your tea. Now if you want the distinct red flavor, so my jam looks a little bit more like tomato paste, and that is because I used coconut palm sugar for sweetening my jam. But if you want the brighter red color in your tea, you just add a little bit of hibiscus tea, and you can either buy those hibiscus flowers loose or get a boxed, bagged hibiscus tea in the store. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new here, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed to my channel. I upload new content every week. You can also go to my blog at ourgabledhome.com, where I have more tips and recipes, and I really look forward to seeing you here next time. Thank you so much for watching.